Hi, my name is Ilma, and today I'd like to share Psalm 149. Psalm 144. Blessed are those whose God is the Lord. I will sing a new song to you, O God. Upon a 10-stringed harp I will play to you. Who gives victory to kings, who rescues David his servant from the cruel sword. Rescue me and deliver me from the hand of foreigners, whose mouth speaks lies, and whose right hand is a right hand of falsehood. May our sons in their youth be like plants full grown, our daughters like corner pillars, cut for the structure of a palace. May our granaries be full, providing all kinds of produce. May our sheep bring forth thousands and 10,000s in our fields. May our cattle be heavy with young, suffering no mishap or failure in bearing. May there be no cry of distress in our streets. Blessed are the people to whom such blessings fall. Blessed are the people whose God is the Lord. Psalm 144, verses 9 to 15. This psalm asks the Lord to be delivered from those who continually lie and bewitch others. It also declares the character of God who delivers his people from the hands of foreigners, whose purpose is to bring lies. It is a prayer of blessing for God's peoples. Offspring in verses 12, verse 12 says, May our sons in their youth be like plants full grown, our daughters like corner pillars. It is also prayer for being blessed with bounty in verse 13, when it mentions, may our granaries be full, providing all kinds of produce. May our sheep bring forth thousands and 10,000s in our fields. It also speaks of the privilege of being a people whose God is the Lord Almighty in verse 14. It is sad that many Christians nowadays fail to bless their families at different stages of their lives and special occasions. Many of us have forgotten the promises that God has made to his people through blessing declarations. Maybe we could learn from the Jews as how blessings is almost a part of their daily lives, whether they eat, drink, or in the face of many natural events. By doing so, they acknowledge that God is involved in everything. Isn't this something Christians should practice as well? Adoration. Bless the Lord for all that he is, powerful, mighty, and steadfast in his love. Confession. May all those who believe in the Lord make God a part of all their lives. Thanksgiving. Thank you for all the promises and bounty you pour on your people. Supplication. May all of God's people involve the Lord in everything they do. Reflection. What does a prayer of blessing do to someone? Why is it a good practice to do? Even if you don't know, I'm sure that as Christians, you are where you are because somebody blessed you and pray a prayer of blessing over you. It could be a grandmother, great-great-grandmother, a mother, a father, a sister, a brother. But a blessing open the door for favors to come pouring down on you. And I think I did this when my son was still little. Every time he goes to school, I pray over a blessing for him. I was still not a born-again Christian then, but there's part of me that wanted to do that to protect my son from harm. And during birthdays, we could actually pour out blessings to someone on the day that they were born, because that's the special day that God created them in this world. So you could also pour out a prayer of blessing for a new stage in your life. Like, for example, you just got married, so you can make a prayer of blessing for your marriage to prosper and for your marriage to grow in the love of God. So it is a good practice to do a prayer of blessing, because that means that we are acknowledging that we cannot have anything, or we cannot get favor on our own, but only through God's help. So thanks for watching, and I hope you check my website at ilma'S.com for artworks and photographs. And I'd like to invite you to subscribe to this channel so that you will be able to hear more videos proclaiming God more glory. Thanks for watching. Stay safe in this pandemic, and always remember that a prayer of blessing can change the way you live, can change a person's life. So I suggest that you do a prayer of blessing for almost all occasions when you can. Thanks for watching. God loves you so much, and so do I.